It was the night before graduation when Alex, a high school senior, heard the whispers. The old school, now abandoned, had always been the subject of ghost stories and rumors, most of which were just that, stories. But Alex was different. He wasn't afraid. Tonight, with his friends egging him on, he was going to uncover the truth. Armed with nothing but a flashlight, he made his way toward the forgotten building. The doors creak open with a sound that echoes in the night. Alex steps inside, his footsteps muffled on the dust-covered floor. The once vibrant hallways are now filled with peeling wallpaper, broken lockers, and forgotten desks. The air smells stale, and every corner seems to hide something unseen, watching. As Alex ventures deeper, he hears something, a soft scraping sound, almost like fingernails on a chalkboard. He stops, heart pounding. His flashlight flickers, and for a moment, the darkness feels alive. The sound stops. Alex shakes it off and moves on, but the hairs on the back of his neck are standing on end. He arrives at a classroom door. The name Mr. Henderson is still faintly visible on the placard. Alex hesitates, then turns the doorknob. The door groans loudly as it opens to reveal a room frozen in time. Desks and chairs are arranged as if a class had just ended. But there's something off. The chalkboard is covered in strange, erratic markings. Just as Alex steps into the classroom, a sudden chill fills the air. He shivers and shines his flashlight around. In the corner of the room, for just a split second, he catches a glimpse of something, or someone moving. His breath catches. Was that a shadow or something more? The air grows colder, the temperature dropping suddenly as if the room itself is holding its breath. The door slams shut behind him. Alex spins around, his heart racing. In the darkness, faint whispers start to form words, voices from the past. "Help me!" The voice is soft, pleading. Alex takes a step back, his foot tapping on something brittle. It's a photo, yellowed and old. Alex kneels down and picks up the photograph. It's a class picture, black and white, taken decades ago. But the face of a young woman in the front row catches his eye. Her expression is haunting, almost as if she knew something dreadful was coming. He turns the photo over. It's labeled with the name Margaret Howell. Beneath her name is a date, 1975. The hairs on the back of his neck stand up. The whispers grow louder, swirling around Alex like a storm. He turns around, the cold air pressing against his skin. "Margaret," he whispers under his breath, feeling a chill crawl up his spine. The temperature drops further as the whispers form words. "Find me. Find my story." The voice is unmistakably that of a young woman. Alex feels compelled to investigate. He scours the room, looking for any sign of Margaret or her story. His eyes fall on an old desk at the back of the room, untouched by time. The drawer creaks as he opens it, revealing a stack of old notebooks, each one filled with notes in a delicate hand. Alex flips open one of the notebooks. It's filled with the thoughts and fears of a young woman, Margaret. Her writing is frantic, but one sentence stands out. "The school is watching. They know what happened to me." The words grow blurry as Alex reads, his vision starting to swim. The room seems to spin, and for a moment, he can hear footsteps approaching. Slow, deliberate. The footsteps grow louder, closer. Alex's breath quickens, and he slowly turns around, flashlight trembling in his hands. A figure appears in the doorway, a girl in an old-school uniform, her face pale, eyes hollow, and her body nearly translucent. It's Margaret. She doesn't speak, but her expression is one of pleading. Margaret steps forward, her feet never quite touching the floor. She reaches out with a trembling hand, as if begging for help. Her mouth opens, but no words come out. The whispers fill the room again, urging Alex to listen. He feels his legs go weak as a vision overwhelms him, a flash of the past. He sees Margaret in this very classroom, a tragic accident, and the reason she's trapped here. The vision fades. Margaret's tragic fate becomes clear. She was the victim of a deadly accident in this very school, and her spirit was never able to rest. Alex understands now. He must help her find peace. The room falls silent. Margaret's form fades slowly, her hands still outstretched, as if waiting for him to understand. Alex stumbles backward, breathing heavily. He turns and bolts out of the room, racing down the hall toward the exit. The school feels alive, the walls whispering around him as he runs. He bursts through the front doors and into the cold night air, gasping for breath, knowing he will never forget the haunting of the old school. As Alex stumbles into the night, he hears one last whisper, soft and distant. "Thank you." The school looms behind him, silent once again, its secret still hidden within. But for Alex, the truth is clear now. The ghost of the old school is real, and it will never truly leave.